It's time to talk it up.
Yeah, here we go.
We're in winners finals.
Small Brawlhalla, haven't seen it a lot today. This is a very volatile map. Gonna see some quick knockouts, especially Wes with the SIG usage that he's had. If he gets the right hit, we'll get some quick KOs.
Yeah, and especially, we're so used to seeing, the rocket lance, the axe, but I do have to give credit to Wes's scythe today, and they're just gonna go ahead and do a little pause check here. But yeah, no, so far, I mean, Wes has been like schmixing people here, and there we go, nice little guitar solo, bring things right back in. Made a little jump around. I think Wes may have disconnected.
Yeah.
But either way, man, it's been crazy seeing this scythe go off today.
Yeah, Wes, not really known to be a scythe player, but he's definitely been popping up, getting some really good reads. And of course, on the other side, Lopes, known to be a very respectful competitor. You see the way that he respects the taunt to pause from Wes, the way that he was giving homie stocks in his earlier sets against Power Ranger as well. Like, he's definitely a real honorable competitor.
And of course, the scary thing about the scythe is, a lot of players that have gone up against Wes today have tested their luck against the weapon off stage. And we're going to see if Lopes is going to be in the same boat. The down sig, though, catches a beautiful dodge from Wes and secures that first KO relatively quickly. And of course, with Brawlhalla, those small kill boxes are going to lead to those KOs that much quicker.
Yeah, and the fact that Lopes was so accurate with his SIGs earlier in his set against Power Ranger would spell really nice things for this match against Wes, because if he can get those quick reads, that side SIG that we saw, right, like that gravity cancel, might see Wes lose some stocks, but Wes needs to come back into this one, needs to find that finishing blow on the Lopes' first stock.
Okay. And just like that, Lopes
snap.
is actually kind of cooking Wes right now. Wes doesn't have a dodge coming back down. It's going to be an easy punish on the landing from Lopes. Oh, wow, what a spot dodge from Wes there. That definitely would have been another stock, but Wes needs to find an answer now.
Yeah, that spot dodge saved his life, but it's not like it gave him a punish on it. Lopes still got away with it, still sitting on this first stock. That nair, not going to do much. He does active input it, and it actually works out as Lopes can't get the wall touch.
Yeah, Lopes kind of had like a bit of a haphazard weapon throw there that he was using to cover his landing. Just the aim on it wasn't too great. So it gave Wes an opportunity to send him back off stage. He didn't have a whole lot of options since he didn't get to touch the floor. But with that said, I mean, he still has a pretty healthy lead here. If Lopes grabs the bow, goes for that down sig, D-Light recovery will do it too. Hey, catch the opponent coming up the lip of the stage, and you can just go ahead and send them right to the kill box.
Yeah, he just caught the hairs of Wes, and it was enough to lead into that recovery for the knockout. Wes borderline a full stock behind. It's going to be close if Wes wants to get this back.
Okay. Wes gets caught by the falling nair there. Lopes doing such a good job catching the juggles. Goes for a little bit of a soft read. Nice catch from Wes. Hold on. That's not going to be enough, but goes for it all there. And now a turnaround.
And Wes with this corner control. Or sorry, Lopes with the corner control. Wes does get that nair. Goes for the down sig. Lopes right underneath him.
Whoa.
Again, the down six. Lopes is completely out of range for those, but the side air will finish it off. Final stocks here in game number 1.
Yeah, the turnaround there, crazy from Wes. Lopes had like 2 different scenarios there where he almost ended the game, but Wes was just sneaky enough to be able to hold on, and now we're going to see if he's going to be able to make the entire comeback. The D-Light recovery is not enough. One more conversion from Lopes. Throws out the side sig. That's a free punish from Wes.
The 3-piece here he goes again. Oh, but the wake up from Lopes. And Lopes going to close out game number 1.
And that one's tough, too, because when you go for the D-Light ground pound like that, especially around kind of the earlier percents, there's still like a decent amount of recovery on the ground pound. So then it's like he just went for the immediate gravity cancel D-Light for the wake up there. And I actually don't know if Wes could have really done anything. Maybe like mash a jump there. Yeah, instead of falling straight down. That might have been the answer.
Well, now we're seeing Wes make that that swap that he's made time and time again in this tournament, is the swap over to the Brawlhalla for game number 2.
Okay, and the Brawlhalla was looking pretty good too, all things considered. Grant, I'm surprised he didn't rock with the Volkov a little bit more, but we did say, hey, sometimes the Brawlhalla works as a palate cleanser. So maybe he's like, all right, I'm going to put it back for now, try the Brawlhalla, see how I like it. We've seen him whip out the Brawlhalla in earlier sets as well and have great success with it. So just might be a comfort thing.
Might just be the thing that he needs to go up against Lopes. But right now, Lopes, full weapon control. Wes really just running around trying to scramble, does pick up a sword, and Lopes starts to back off.
Okay. And Wes swinging back here with the side light. Gravity cancel D-Light comes out from Lopes to get a little bit of some extra damage. And Lopes kind of winning a little bit more in the neutral game right now. Wes having some trouble finding all the hits.
This is going to be bad for Wes. And yeah,
That's
that side air guarantees it. The weapon toss just in case Wes does not have the movement. And Lopes going to have a big lead here in game number 2.
Yeah, that side sig was pretty much the deal breaker there, right? Just sent Wes so far. Didn't get the KO on its own, but it led to it. And now Wes is playing from behind yet again. We were talking about before at the beginning of this set that, like, Wes has quite a bit of a lead in the head-to-head, right? 9-2. Yet, by the way this set has been going so far, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, Lopes definitely playing out of his mind today.
Nice.
Nice D-Light side air will guarantee the KO. Wes stick to his comfort weapon of the axe, but needs to get this damage.
Okay. The bow looking good from Lopes here. Gets to juggle with the neutral air. Going to keep Wes in the sky. Go for a neutral air again. Try to catch the landing. Weapon throw to cover yourself on the way back down. And the side sig comes out and finds the bullseye.
Wes going to hold on to the stock, though. Fortunate enough to get back up. Put some damage out, but he cannot afford another signature from Lopes. Side sig, not much of a punish though, and the D-Light recovery. Lopes poised to take game number 2.
Okay, Lopes has just been finding the hits, right? It looks like, you know, when he goes for SIGs, more often than not, they seem to be connecting when they need to. And Wes just seems to be struggling a little bit, not necessarily finding the KOs, but finding them efficiently. It looks like Lopes is living just a little bit too long, despite the fact that Wes is playing the Brawlhalla, but that end SIG, almost enough, barely not enough juice on it.
Really, really close. The side air, not even going to put Lopes in the off screen though. And Lopes holding on to the stock. Ooh, the back off the down
ground pound. It's crazy. And Wes going for a gravity cancel sig here. Wes on his final stock needs to be careful with these sigs now because they could lead to a certain death punish. And Lopes, you know, gonna be looking for that D-Light recovery. It's around that time.
Yeah, Wes has got to be really careful here. The recovery is gonna do it. Lopes takes game number 2. Wes is in trouble.
Yeah, and Wes kind of being a little bit haphazard toward the end of that game. I mean, we saw the final stock was taken from a recovery from Lopes, but he got hit by, I think, like a neutral air. And it's not like the sword has any real true follow-up off the neutral air, but I think he like panic dodged at the end there. And Lopes saw that and said, well, since you dodged, I'm going to recovery.
Panic dodged right on into the recovery. Lopes throwing out 10 signatures and connecting with 20% of them. That's only 2 signatures, but the real thing is he got away with like all of them. Barely a punish ever came out from Wes.
This is Koji we're talking about, right? So you know that SIGs are going to be, you know, side SIG, end SIG, tatami mat maybe. Honestly, all the SIGs are really hard to punish. He just has a really good, well-rounded kit. On top of that, you know, he's combined with some high deck, so his light attacks are hard to punish as well. But on the other side of things, you know, Wes on the Brawlhalla, I don't know. I feel like the Volkov was working a little bit better, to be honest. I felt like he got a little bit more mileage, but I think we see another swap here. It looks like the Hattori is going to be the pick from Wes.
This is an interesting one. Hattori wanting to bring out the spear and the retain the sword from the Brawlhalla, but bring out the spear for this one. I'm not sure what particularly that's going to do against the Koji play of Lopes. Like, is Spear Nair going to work out better against these bow approaches or what? I don't know.
It's only a matter of time for us to find out. Granted, Hattori, I felt like used to be like a staple in the competitive scene, then kind of sat by the wayside for a little bit. Gonna go ahead and try to make a splash right here. Oh, you just gave your dodge away. What a conversion. I like that, right? Push him further off stage because you know he doesn't have a dodge. Instead of just going for this air, you can literally drag him with you with the gravity cancel side light.
That was close. Ooh, Wes going for the read there with that gravity cancel side light, but he gets away with it.
Okay, Lopes once again starting off guns blazing here. This could potentially be a 3-0 on Wes unless Wes is able to make the proper adjustments. I mean, we're taking a look right here, and so far, I mean, Lopes just kind of seems to be a cut above.
Yeah, Lopes just seems to be so comfortable in this matchup right now. Has not really been in trouble throughout the entirety of it. Lopes does get caught though. Gravity cancel and light from Wes. The side sig not going to work out. Again, we're seeing Wes struggle to finish off the stock of Lopes.
Okay. see Lopes slowing things down here as well, right? Like Lopes is like, I don't have to approach. I have the lead. I have a hefty lead here, right? By a firm stock and some change. So it's up to Wesley to approach, but he got the recovery there, but not the dodge.
Yeah. Tried to wait a little bit, see what Lopes is going to throw out. Now he's got to be careful, but the sweat beats come out, and Lopes knows that that ground pound is guaranteed. Lopes is one stock away from a guaranteed grand finals.
Yeah, if you're Wes here, I don't think the Hattori is it. We're going to see if the reverse 3 stock is going to happen right now. But so far, the spear hasn't led to much. You can see Wes is going for some reads. Not quite working out. The weapon throw's no good. That's going to KO off the top, though. So good job to Wes for the repeated pressure. But you still have 2 stocks to burn through.
A full stock behind Wes with the Hattori. Not really known for getting those big offstage plays. So it's going to be a lot of strong neutral from Wes. He wants to bring this one back. Pogos, but he's still trading with Lopes. He cannot afford these trades.
Yeah, and especially when you're playing the spear, you want to bait your opponent to jump so you can get those D-lights. But Lopes is doing such a good job of staying grounded, and if he's going to go into the air, it's in burst with the dash jump into some sort of attack. And so far, they're trading way too much. Wes, if you want to make this comeback, you got to stop getting hit somehow.
He's got to find something different, but gets through the end sig. He's still, again, just going back and forth, trading damage. Just hits a sidelight, not able to find the follow-up. Dodges through it. Okay, opportunity, gets the double. Wes going to take this to final stocks. Can he do it?
Yeah, you have to be really clutch right now in order to make this one happen. And so far, not a bad start. You're going to keep starving Lopes. You can get the jump, get a D-light. It's going to be some guaranteed damage, but Lopes has the weapon now. D-light recovery territory.
Might not even need it. Wes burns the dodge. Okay, gets back up with the recovery. One more hit. Lopes can take this one and go to the grand finals. The side air. The weapon toss, and Lopes does it. 3-0s. Wes turns that set count to 3-9. 25% win rate in favor of Lopes. And now Wes has to go down into the loser's bracket.
Yeah, that's tough showing from Wes, all things considered, right? Like, still gets the guaranteed top 3, but you definitely don't want your winner's final set to look like that. And he's going to need to figure out what legend pick he's going to do if he manages to make it back to the grand final. We have to get through the losers finals first, of course, but the Hattori, I personally don't know if that was the answer, but he did try the Volkov, was unsuccessful, did try the Jala, was unsuccessful, and